Oh, oh, oh my goodness. Juniper Warlock. Thanks for the resub. Fortuna the Tuna. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Wow, you gifted a lot of subscriptions. That's 5. Very nice to see that. And we also had Fortuna the Tuna actually tier 1, as well as Lapras, I guess. Thank you, I suppose. Oh, and it's Sick Person. Hello. Shadu Kitsune. All right. All of you are just in time getting your subs because you're going to get blasted with 3 minutes of ads on Twitch. And while that happens, we'll play our daily M2G challenge. Blue CMC2 creates a token. Deduce. Creature with toughness greater than power at 2 mana value. Falahi Archaeologist. I mean, you're really spoiled for choice. 2/2 creature or makes one. CMC2 2/2 creature or makes one. You've got a 9/5. Ah, yes. I always forget to do this. Aha. I always forget to do this. Oh my god. Hype Train level 4. Can you guys stop being generous? What the hell? Jayski, thanks for getting a subscription. I don't know if we had this explosive of a start. We've also hit 3,000 followers just now. Your avatar, I know, I was busy getting it open. 2/2 creature or makes one. Phantom Interference is 1 mana. So you can't do Phantom Interference. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Another sub. Muse. I think that says Muse. Let's see it on the... Yep, Muse 0042. There's only one blue 2/2 creature? That's not true. There's so many. Goblin Electromancer. Red mana value 5 creates a token. Oh, what's it called? Oh, it makes a skeleton. I'm stupid. Fuck. Oh no, I forgot what it's called. It's the red sorcery that blasts something and then explodes it. And then you get a skeleton token when it dies. Oh, I forgot the name of the card though. It's so bad, to be clear, chat, but it's so funny. Am I too loud, by the way? I turned up my mic. Yeah, old Drakes were 2/2s, but they're not 2 mana value. Your audio's fine? Okay, great. Good to know. Power is greater than toughness CMC 5. Two creature, mana value 5. Holy fuck. All right, well, our ad break's over. We'll get back to this soon. Because people have given me money to look at their decks. Okay. Coddle. Do we have Coddle with us? Francisco Jessica. Are you fucking shitting me? This is awesome. Skeleton eyes. Okay, we do not have Coddle with us, I believe. Shiko and Narset. Do we have Shimo? You hurt me. Shimo Yaki. Okay, you're on YouTube, I say. This is probably my strongest deck with the one I most have fun with. The game plan is to take advantage of the different flurry slash flurry adjacent effects in the deck by casting at least exactly 2 spells a turn, finishing off opponents with a combination of burn effects, combat damage, high damage X spells that get copied by the commander. I don't want to exceed the deck building constraints of bracket 3. Aside from that, I don't have any restrictions. I'm having difficulty closing out games and figuring out solid win cons beyond hitting people in the face with a high X mana value, electro dominance, or explosion. I also find myself struggling to get off the ground if my early draws aren't great. Overall, I'm looking for a general increase to consistency and some more reliable win conditions. So, I don't know if you've watched the Mauled video that I did for Dragonstorm, but me and Mauled were reviewing this set, and Shiko and Narset was something we were pretty low on. Like, the precon's pretty bad, but... Oh yeah, it is picking up music. I see, haha. I did increase my mic volume, so... I'll just set it to 100. Oh, no, 100 doesn't work. Okay. It needs to be, like, high. Oh, it's picking up my fan is definitely what it is. It's hot, guys. There you go. Like magic. It's, like, completely normal now. Okay, so... So anyway, I was talking about there's some card quality issues here for sure. Like there's a lot of things that just should not be in a commander deck. Most notably things like Unsummon, but we'll get to that in a second. So I was talking with Mauled during the TDM Dragonstorm stream, and notably Shiko and Narset doesn't say whenever you cast your second instant or sorcery spell each turn, it's just any spell that targets. An aura's target. So it's really funny with curses, and you don't really even have to be that in on curses for that to work. So let's duplicate this. Yeah, so I'm just like, even without a playtest, I am seeing some issues here. Like, I don't know if I really like Ancestral Vision. So what's the joke here? We cast this for free off Electro Dominance and draw 3? For me, that's not really like an explosive enough play. Like, sure, it gets copied, you draw 6. But the fact that this is a dead draw without Electro Dominance, it feels like it's just dragging down the rest of the deck when you could get card advantage in other more meaningful ways that don't take up an entire slot. Okay. Worse Phyrexian Arena? I know it says the mechanic on it, but this is also like, I don't know how to feel about this. Like, Jorian is also in this camp a little bit. We're just like, why do we... It's fine. It's okay. At least Jorian draws a card right away when you pair her with a 1-drop. And by the way, Honor is not a 1-drop you want to be running. Like, oh, I drew 2 cards after I, like, did a backflip is not where you want to be, I think. This would be cool if we had miracles, but we're not really miracling, it appears. I can respect Tigum. I kind of like him. Bayron is feeling like it is winning more. I think once we hit 4 mana, we're starting to like not like Jorian. I also don't really like Archmage of Runes. It just kind of feels too expensive. Honestly, I think you're just running too many creatures. Ugh. Plasma Bolt. Ugh. It feels like there's not a lot of intention behind a lot of the cards you've added. Like, what are we doing here? What's the Lumen class frigate doing? Because to me, it reads like you said frigate. Let's put it in. Am I right, chat? Like, this is a token deck kind of card. You don't even have, like, Young Pyro to enable that. I don't know if I like the Dragon Storms. I see. So, first card I want to add. Frantic Search. It's kind of just a free cast. Okay, great. It's already in. There's also Snap. Turn a creature to its owner's hand, untap 2 lands. There's just better effects. I know that targets, but I kind of want more free casts. Is that the one where you, like, for each card, each target, you draw a card? Because that card is pretty cool. Let's talk about also adaptive trading posts. I'm not huge on, but Plasma Bolt, unsummon. Fucking Orbital Plunge, limited all-star. But not very good for Commander. Okay, so let's get our land count up. Lorien Revealed. This is a land. Ash Barrens. This is a land. That's already in. Beautiful, beautiful. Do you already have the landscape as well? Nope. Perilous Landscape can go in. I really want to add this stupid hang on, pause. Let's add a couple more free spells. Mishra's Bauble. It's just 0 mana, replaces itself. Hooray. You get to copy your next spell too. You also get to double spell off any like Jorian style effect. It's just so free. Get Probe, yes. Good old Get Probe. Just pay 2 life, draw a card. You also get a spellcast trigger. I also don't really like Dismantling Wave. High Tide I'm not into. We don't have a good island count, Chatterbisk. Like, High Tide is not just a ritual. So I do want to add Dismantling Wave is a 3-for-1. I know, but that's like, yeah, so what? It's 3-for-1's like the bare minimum operating rate in Commander. It's like running like a braid. It's at 3 mana sorcery speed 3-for-1. Like, it's not good. It's not bad. I really want to put Overwhelming Splendor. So this is an aura, so you cast it with a target. And then you just fucking remove someone from a game. I find this a lot to be true. My strongest decks with the best game plans end up mind twisting my opponents at the end of the game. Like, that's just kind of like, it's a lot of hoops and then it's a mind twist at the end that just locks them out of doing anything. And really, that's what Overwhelming Splendor does. It's 8 mana, you can't win against the right deck. So I'm going to heavily recommend Overwhelming Splendor. I think it's just so good. Let's put Shadow of the Second Sun in too, right? Like, isn't this awesome? Copy this, target yourself twice. Double untaps. Double untaps into a huge Electro Dominance. Like, you've played Wilderness Reclamation Standard, I hope. Hopefully you know how good this is. Huge Electro Dominance, and then you cast an Exorcer Fate for free. Untap, upkeep, draw. After drawing twice, like, come on. Game-ending amount of value. I think Prismari Command is probably, like, worth running. Okay, right, it's already in. Hang on. If it spells targets a permanent or player. So sadly, Mizzix's Mastery doesn't get to copy. I play Wilderness in my Zimone deck, so yeah, you should hopefully know how good that is. And then it gets even more stupid with instants, because you can go end step, tap all your shit, get another untap. Oh, wait, no, because no, these are different phases. This is different than Wilderness Rec, because Wilderness Rec put multiple triggers on the stack. This has multiple phases. It's not multiple triggers. So we are changing phases. So you can't float the mana in between phases, but you can still get silly with it. Do we like Expansion Explosion? I don't think so. I low-key want to look at my Cormella deck. See if there's anything funny we can be doing. Notably, this doesn't have the ramp that Cormella does. Electro Dominance. Oh yeah, we should maybe put that in the deck. You're right. It's the ugly printing. I'll give you some slack. It sucks because a lot of the big bombs in Cormella are black. Or don't target. Hang on. Sorry, I had the sniffles. Yeah, it's like Clone Legion's the only one. And it's like 9 mana. Like, come on, let's get a little realistic. I do like Sublime Epiphany, though. And I also really enjoy a Rite of Replication. So let's get those in there. Because Rite of Replication's disgusting. Even by itself. It will just win the games, period. And then Sublime Epiphany is just a disgusting spell. Especially when paired with a Archaeomancer, which we won't put in the deck. But what we will put in is a Pinnacle Monk. Although you could run Archaeomancer. Just because it is part of the Wizard cycling package. So you go step through cycle, Archaeomancer, pick back up the step through Wizard cycle, and then you can get an actual Wizard the second time around, which is pretty dope. And that sets you up to do stuff like with Sublime Epiphany, where you can copy this Archaeomancer. And if you copy it twice, then that's even more stupid. Because you go, like, opt, Sublime Epiphany, counter your spell, bounce your thing, draw a card, and then also create a token of Archaeomancer. At this point, I do want to add the Voracious Bibliophile back in the deck. That was taken out from the pre-con list. Fall of the Titans. So people would normally add like a Jaya's Immolating Inferno. I think Fall of the Titans is the card that you want to be adding. I mean, I think both are probably decent in a lot of matchups, but like for Jaya's, you need your commander in play. Whereas here, you can just kind of just like go nuke someone after Mana Geysering. You get to nuke 2 people. Would Crackle with Power work? Yes, but I like the instant speed nature of Fall of the Titans a little bit. Like, Crackle wouldn't be bad. In fact, Crackle does have upside. Because with Crackle with Power, the joke is that you can get off Muddle the Mixture. Because it's 2 mana value. And then you just explode the table. Or, what's the name of the card? It's, oh, the stupid counterspell guy. What's his name? Baral. Baral's Expertise. So the joke with Baral's Expertise is it's 5 mana, but it bounces 3 things. So you go bounce, bounce, bounce. That's reduced by 3 by Hinata. And then you draw 3 cards off the Voracious Bibliophile. And then you get to cast a spell with mana value 4 or less from your hand. You cast Rite of Replication. And since that has a target on a permanent, you copy it twice. Neardean getting a random Scryfall card. Vertigo Spawn. Blocks a creature, tap the creature. Okay, so it freezes whatever it blocks. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Good job, Neardean. Neardean, for those that don't know, is my editor. All right, let's play test this out really quick. Here's a 1-lander. Here's a 2-lander. And remember, this deck had less lands before we started. I don't know if I want to rely on Curse of Opulence. This is a hand. Holy smokes, chat. All right, let's toss the Sky Shroud Expanse. white, blue. Yeah, red, white. 1, Shiko and Narset. Ooh, interesting. So here you go pass. Blue, Mystical Tutor. So we could get really funny here and get Frantic Search. Untap up to 3 lands. Ah, it doesn't target the lands. Nightmare. Prismari command. Type sorcery. Or I guess we can snap. And you might be wondering, like, streamer, why are you getting snap here? And it's because you go Clifftop Retreat. We have a plains. And then we don't run Time Stretch. 1 blue. Or 0. 1 blue. 1, 2. So now we're floating 4 mana. But we're just going to keep a blue and a white. And we're going to cast Snap. And because this targets an opponent's thing, we copy it. And we get to target. We get twice as much mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll have perfectly enough mana to cast our first Overwhelming Splendor. Then we crack the Mishra's Bauble, draw a card. So this is a turn 5 Overwhelming Splendor on whoever you don't like the least. So this is all making me feel like I maybe want even less creatures in the deck. And it doesn't feel like we're really storming. Like, I can appreciate a Caldera Pyromob, but not without, like, a blast you to death plan. And the Gutter Snipe's the same way. Are there any good self-bounce commanders? Yeah. It's, I have a deck built around one Jomi Bug. If you look at my Frog deck on YouTube, the Clement deck, the Clement deck's fucked up. Is Manga Opus too expensive? Yes, because we don't have a knot in the command zone. If we had a knot in the command zone, then I wouldn't really care about it. I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's run it. But Hinata ain't there, pal. So, yeah, that's the Emrakul deck, and that is a bounce deck. That is a self-bounce deck through and through. Yeah, I'm thinking about more Cheerios, but like it's really hard to top Mishra's Bauble. Like there's Urza's Bauble. We need the cards to replace themselves. If it's just 0 mana card for the sake of being a 0 mana card, then I'm not really that interested. What about Gale? I don't know about Gale. I already don't like creatures, so hey, what about subpar creature spell payoff? It's just like I'm not really into that. Submerge. I mean, I don't hate Submerge. I just hate the games because sometimes it's just off. Ancestral Vision targets. We cut Ancestral Vision. I don't like Ancestral Vision. The big thing I don't like about Ancestral Vision is that it only works with Electro Dominance. If you don't draw Electro Dominance, Ancestral Vision is a dead card, chat. It's just dead. It does nothing. You can suspend it, and then that's not where you want to be. You also have Baral's Expertise, I guess. Draw 6. But, like, when you can cheat, like, insane shit off Baral's Expertise, why do we need it to be a dead card? Chromatic Sphere is okay. But it sucks that it's 1 mana when we can just run a 1 mana blue cantrip, you know? Yeah, but it is terrible on its own. I don't like putting As Foretold in my deck. You draw As Foretold and not any of the suspend spells, and it just sucks. And you can have a different deck building philosophy on that, but legitimately the floor is just so low on these cards. And this payoff is, oh, I get to draw like 6. Which in any other format would be backbreaking. But in Commander, where explosive shit happens all the time, I much prefer if my cards are just all independently good, especially in a singleton format. Oh yeah, Flow Wave. I'm around Denver. I don't know. I mostly play at my friends' places now. We hardly go to game stores anymore. But if you want to get good games in, I really recommend Enchanted Grounds. I really like that place. But like I said, I mostly just play at my friends' places now. Why Nexus and not Time Warp? So Nexus of Fate reshuffles, which is actually like not nothing. If you draw your entire library, this just like win the game. Turnabout does target. That is true, but I don't know how to feel about Turnabout being the spell we copy and not the... no, I can get behind it. Why not? Turnabout. I'm a fan. Cast this, untap all your lands as a ritual, and then cast a big fuck you spell. Time Warp targets. Yes, chat. I know Time Warp targets. This is also bracket 3, where we do not want to be chaining extra turns consistently as well. So, yes, there's a reason why I'm not jamming Time Warp in this deck. Like, Nexus of Fate is our extra turn spell. Let's just keep it at Nexus of Fate. We're good. I think this is good to go, honestly. I think there's a lot more giant, impactful plays now in the form of Overwhelming Splendor, Rite of Replication, right? A lot more consistent, stupid loops with Sublime Epiphany and Archaeomancer or Pinnacle Monk. So I'm just going to send this directly to you. Let's call it here. Thank you for getting a deck review. Okay, do we have Blaze? If not, that's fine, because they gave us the okay to do it without them. Scab. Vomit out zombies. Zombies are my favorite creature type. No real restrictions. Win cons aren't just scary. That aren't just scary. Probably lean into Lich Lord of Unk's type of effects. Okay, so I want to drive this home really quick before we start editing this deck. That the Scarab God is not a zombies commander. It's not. You can play it as zombies, but it doesn't have to be at all. So, here's my issue with this list as it is. I think we have too much ramp. I think we're doing too much stuff here. Why are we casting spells as though they had flash? We have an activated ability with flash. What are we doing? What? Vidalcan Orrery? Nev's Disc in black is crazy work. With a mana ability to get like Jet Medallion? That doesn't work. The deck is mostly black. But I don't even think you need, like... Yeah, you don't need ramp in Scarab God. At least not a lot of it. Like, I'm fine with the expedition map getting the Urborg or the Cabal coffers. Esper Panner fucking Rama? Yeah, get rid of these fucking panoramas, man. It's not 2010. Warped landscape, chat. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm about to make this mana base awesome. Teleria West. This is blue Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, demo field is just better here. Ash Barrens. Lorien revealed. Would you put Evandu in your Farrakha list? The answer is not no. I think Evandu does some things in Farrakha that I like more than something like a Growing Rites would. Because it's a White of the Reliquary deck, so you can grab the Evandu for it. It's not a dead ad. I think it's fine for sure. Razor of Worlds, thanks for getting a deck review for next week. So, we're at 39 lands now. 40 if you want to count Soul Ring, which I do, personally. Now what we're going to do is start adding some stupid cards, like Training Grounds. And we have... Wow. And I imagine we're not a Gravecrawler deck. You can see in the coffee, that is where all the deck reviews are handled. So, zombies. Grim Servant. This is the zombie of all time, chat. Search your library for a card. Saw in half. I love sawing zombies in half. It's my favorite pastime. So you go Grim Servant, get saw in half. You saw in half the Grim Servant. You get fucking like Rooftop Storm or something, and it just gets stupid. Like it's so hard to lose that game. And saw in half also works on tokens that the Scarab God creates. I don't think it works with Repository Scab, right? Like, that's not how that card works? Am I going stupid? Yeah, you have to exploit. So you saw it in half, and then you need to exploit themselves twice. But what that ends up with is you don't get a loop, like you would with an Archaeomancer. Scab on the battlefield first. Yes, you play the Scab on the battlefield. You saw it in half. It dies. You then have 2 Scab tokens. You need to exploit twice to get back the saw in half and another card.
which means you're not going up material. Yes, they can exploit each other, but then you don't have anything to saw in half anymore. The saw in half is back in your hand, but you don't have the scab anymore. Or you have a different creature in play, I guess. Like, that works. But then now you need a third piece to make this work, whereas an Archaeomancer just works. Even Possessed Scab works. Because you can keep sawing this in half forever. Get a creature, instant or sorcery back. And then saw it in half again. Etc., forever. Like, this goes hard. Like, you can get the original back, but that's fine. But it doesn't work with Repository Scab. Saw in half also, of course, is just stupid with Grey Merchant. Oh. Oh. Are you shitting me? Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the zombies in here now. That's bad. When are we ever going to have Blood Scrivener trigger? Don't like Champion of the Parish either. This is fun. Do we have Cleaver Scob? We don't have Cleaver Scob? Come on. That one's so fun. Oh, thank God we have Cleaver Scob. I see. I am a fool. Yeah, these zombie choices are really not heat. Dude, fucking Phyrexian Crusader. Like, yeah, you can make it into a 4/4. I do like Gem Palm Polluter. Yeah, let's do Tortured Existence. Gem Palm. So, the joke is Tortured Existence lets you discard a card. You discard a zombie, you get back the Gem Palm Polluter, and then you cycle the Gem Palm Polluter. And so long as you have 3 black mana, you can have someone lose life. Yeah, Necro Duality isn't bad. Five mana. Ugh. Graveborn Muse. I don't mind it. It's funny. Raise the Palisade isn't bad either. But we kind of just have, like, passive Drain. We really don't need to Plague Wind people, I think. I do like the Zombie Apocalypse, though. No, I like Tomb Tyrant. He's fun. I think this card's just fun. Is that so wrong? I don't think we need any board clear beyond Zombie Apocalypse Cyclonic Rift. Like, I think we're just fine. Yeah, like, if we wanted to go stupid, we could go, like, Warren Soul Trader. Holy shit! When did this card spike? Dude, I remember when it was here. Oh my god. I'm glad I bought that for $3. Gravecrawler. Like, yeah, we could turn this, like, full combo, but, like...
I don't know if that's the intent. Which sucks, because you do kind of need to go full combo for zombies not to be a joke. Ugh. That's so bad. Oh, wait, no. I do like it as an infinite blocker with the commander. That's kind of funny. Because technically it's a 4/4 when you reanimate it. And then at that point, you're just like, you just have a permanent blocker. I kind of just want this deck to go wider. Like, let's run the Noose Graph mob. Dire Graph Colossus. Necro Duality. Grave Crawler. Endless Ranks of the Dead. Like, they just get wide as possible. Grimgrin, yeah, Gimgrin is pretty good. Endless is so slow. Yeah, but that's fine. The Scarab God is so slow. I'm a big fan of Toxic Deluge. Just like, let's be a control deck. And then you just win with infinite value. 3-mana Lily? I don't think so. Can you tell me why you like 3-mana Lily? Yeah, like, why are we... Oh, yeah, we're not going to play around an emblem. That's just not worthwhile. Let's do, I don't like Patriarch's Bidding. We could do Rewind. Rewind's one of those cards where it, like, kind of feels really good when the Scarab God's out. Fleshbag Marauder. No, I would rather run a Cursed. I don't like Cemetery Desecrator. 6 mana is a lot. I don't like Kindred Discovery either. We just have infinite card advantage in the command zone. Withering Torment. Sure. I think it's fun. Because you go Cursed Marauder, y'all have to sack a real creature, and then I start exiling your shit. And then I don't activate my ability on my own Accursed Marauder unless I know that I'm going to like be sacking something like a Gravecrawler that I don't care about. Vengeful Pharaoh is funny. It's not funny with Scarab God that involves exiling it. Why not Altar of Dementia? Because it's expensive. It's definitely a fine card, though. And we're kind of just want to go wide. And once again, keep in mind, we added Lance to this deck, and we literally had a mulligan twice there. Let's just teach in Geralf. All right. Zombie. I love magic. Here we go. Let's keep Cabal Coffers in the hand, actually. 1, 2, 3. Fleshback Marauder. Draw 2. Whee! Yay, magic! Well, that's kind of yummy. Okay, maybe I don't like Geth. I think this one's maybe just this is the expensive straw that breaks the camel's back here. I'm fine to just be zombie tokens. Yeah, I know, but we don't want to sack our whiteboard. We want to kill them. We want to kill our opponent with the whiteboard. Let's get Tombstone Stairwell. I will add Altar of Dementia if I get to add Tombstone Stairwell. You get a ton of zombie. Oh no, they're tomb spawns. Are these zombies now? They are zombies now. Flip the switch as a counterspell that creates a zombie for you. Jared, respond to this user. Yeah, Prophet of the Scarab's funny with Saw in Half. Dark Salvation's fine for sure. I forgot what the Lost Monarch does. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, maybe it is just Possessed Cup. I don't think you need to get that much Saw in Half value. Mr. Soleo, thank you for the sub. Two more cuts, chat. What are we getting rid of? Maybe it is Tomb Tyrant. Oh, it hurts so bad. Master of Death, probably. We kind of want our zombies to stay in the graveyard so we can exile them and get value. All right, there it is. Deck completed. Yeah. What's wrong with Island cycling, Swamp cycling too? I think this is fine. It's okay. It's a land. We operate mostly at instant speed. This getting either of our colors is just cool. Just gets Watery Grave. Easy. Do we have Coddle, finally? All right, well, we'll keep moving Coddle to the back, and if Coddle isn't here by the time we do them, then we'll do them. Next up is Demir Initiative. Choo Choo Beans. I know you're here, so I'm just going to go right to duplicating this deck. It's a Demir kind of stream today. Okay, chat. No, for real though. Like, we're having a little bit of a Demir moment right now, but there was a time on stream where we had 8 Golgari decks in a row. We had like 5 during a stream, and then it was followed by 3 on the next stream or something. Okay. Anyway, Choo Choo Beans, let's read the blurb. Secret Commander Ramses. I can't have him in the zone because people are irrationally terrified of him. And then irrationally, the IR is in parentheses. And will tunnel me. Yeah, I did, Choo Choo Beans. Did you DM it to me on Discord? Ooh, Choo. Haha. Yeah, I'll show this at the end of the blurb. There's a special image to go along with this, chat. You're going to want to stick around. All right. You can't have Ramses in the command zone because it's too scary. So I hope the dungeon flip into him, like through the city of the Undercity. So Rilsa enables punching very hard. Yeah, I agree. Death Touch, +5/+0, First Strike Menace. Ghostly Flicker combos. Okay. That feels a little out of left field. I think it's okay with the venture into the dungeon objects, which you're not running. Anyway. Keep it bracket 3. Deck feels strong. Enjoy the play patterns. Aside from that, I know the cards are bad. But if I don't play double down here, where does it belong? Anyway. So this is a Ramses deck. Ramses gets a mark whenever it wins a game and kills someone. It's an etched foil Ramses Assassin Lord that literally has notches in it. Oh, dude, we get the man comes around. All right, well, this is like a cosmic like song playing right now during this. We are running too few lands, and I think too much ramp, but we are ramping into a 5-drop commander, so some amount is required, but I don't know how much we need, especially not on Sword of the Animus, which feels a little slow. If we want to ramp, let's ramp hard. I say let's run the Dowsing Dagger. Let's go hard. This is 3 Sword of the Animus triggers in one. Once you get something through. And you will get something through. So I think more than anything, I want to see Brainstorm and Brain Surge. So we already have Brainstorm, but we don't have Brain Surge. This also puts Ramses on top in response to the last dungeon trigger. Ugh. Yeah, Mass Bounce is probably not it. Nezahol's fine. I'm gonna veto this though. Like, it's just an independently good card, but I don't like Solemn. I like to take the initiative, dorks. Virtue of Knowledge. What the fuck are we doing, Choo Choo Beans? Steel Enchantment is just a card I like. Okay. I'm reviewing a deck for an alien. I don't think we need the cantrips. I don't know if I like Ponder Preordain. Okay. I mean, I like most of this. I don't know if I like the Peregrine Drake combos. It lets you infinitely flicker. Are we getting the... I probably cut it. Like, you ghostly flicker Peregrine Drake, but you don't have an Archaeomancer as well? Am I stupid? Oh, I'm missing the Archaeomancer. I'm blind. You're using an alt art Archaeomancer. That's why I missed it. I understand. I know the combo where you go Infinite Dungeon. That's what my OG deck that I did a video on was built around. I would like to see it saw in half. Once again, just saw in half being stupid with ETBs is like, what's new? This is black Ephemerate. I think instead of not instead of, but I think a big thing that I want to see in this deck is a Perplex, because you have a lot of these 3-mana combo pieces, and just being able to go transmute, get one is huge, and then it's just a counter spell. My main issue is, like, how are we getting the Peregrine Drake? I guess we're just going, like, through the dungeon. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's really needed, the Archaeomancer loops, is my major thing. I like Saw in Half being in the deck. I don't know if I like anything else about those. Perplex is still good. Like, I think I just want to see more Infiltrators. 18 creatures, and yet we're doing Double Down. Like, if we want to have a home for Double Down, let's make this a home for Double Down. And Search for Skanta is not part of that. Gossip's Talon is probably not part of that. Straight up, Steel Enchantment's not part of that, but it's a pet card, so I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, like, I want to get more Outlaws. Yeah, I know, and I'm saying we're already running too many 2-mana rocks, Choo Choo Beans. I want a 2-mana rock that works before turn 7. Like, let's keep these rocks. Let's not worry about Search for Skanta. I'm already telling you you're running too much ramp. So, classic. Revealed. Me when I reveal your Lorien. Okay, it's already in. Great. I'm small. Yeah, Eric Kokoro Sneak would probably be very, very good.
Aarakocra Sneak. This is a bird rogue. Type, outlaw, sort, MB. Let's get picking. Is outlaw? There we go. We're going to go fast. I'm going completely off vibes. How many outlaws are there in Demir? It's probably like 1 billion. Okay, that's not too many. It's just a lot. Siren Stormtamer's okay. It's the first one that gave me a real pause. Yeah, most outlaws, I am getting the vibe that these suck. It is true that I think Vampiric Tutor is better than Demonic in this deck. Damn, outlaws suck, huh? I kind of like Disciple of Deceit. This card's just kind of fun. The fact that you can use it to grab Brainstorm plus Ramses is also funny. Kite Sail's not the worst. Malcolm is pretty good, but it doesn't get copied. God, yeah, Outlaws kind of stink. Chat, this is a perfect audience participation moment, by the way. If you want to recommend some of your favorite Outlaws. Fucking Graveyard to your hand. Ugh. Spectral Sailor sucks. Mistform Ultimus sucks. I want to look for evasive ones. Sig doesn't work well when copied. Vein Ripper does. Ooh, yummy. Far Fortune. You are silly. It always delights me when a chatter recommends a card that is illegal in our deck. That's always a big funny one. Kite Sail Larcenist is decent. I actually kind of like that suggestion. Is Ledger Shredder a rogue? No, it's an advisor. Is it Notion Thief a rogue? We're already at 3 Game Changers. I like Cartel Larcenist. Hostage Taker. Yeah, plus Ledger Shredder isn't a rogue, it's an advisor, I'm pretty sure. Pirated copy. Fuck yes, directly into my veins. Zombie assassin. Yeah, slasher +5 attack menace. And then you have 2 of them because of double down or something. Ravenloft Adventure is already in. Cephalid Face Taker I can get behind. Virtuous the Veiled, it sucks because it is just infinitely worse than Unstoppable Slasher. But, like, that's not really an argument. But I like that you can Perplex for this. You can Disciple of Deceit it. We already have so much unblockable. We don't need just a 1-drop unblockable kind of effect. And if we did, I'd probably run something like Siren Storm Tamer. Which also further goes in on the protect the president plan. A Trot is not the best unless you're like heavily building around her. Lol. Should this count, chat? Like, I don't know if we should count this playtest because this is just like stupid. La 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 la. The initiative. Dink. Dink. So we'll search for basic. Scry 2. Yeah, is anyone taking the initiative from me on turn 3, 2/5 Death Touch? We'll create a treasure token. One, two, three, four. Wow, okay. Skeleton. Throne of the Dead 3 on turn 4. Oh, we get 2 skeletons. My fault. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll get Spark Double and copy Risa Riel. So, those 2 take the initiative triggers, go on the stack. So we'll get 2 basics. Thank you, Mr. Meowski, for the sub. And then we'll scry 4. Bottom. Top, bottom. Okay. And then now we'll resolve the second Throne of the Dead 3. Okay, we'll get Ravenloft Adventurer. We'll create 2 treasure tokens. We'll create 2 more 4/1 skeletons. Oh, we're so close to greatness, chat. Island. We're 1 mana off pirated copy on one of our initiative losers. And then we get to go again through the Throne of the Dead 3 twice. We're 1 mana short. Oh, that's so sad. I guess we just pass and hold up Perplex. Upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dude, where is this stupid fucking assassin? Eric Hoker sneak. Get 2 basics. Scry 2. Bottom. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we get Unstoppable Slasher. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pirated copy on Risa Riel. On the Spark double one, of course. Created treasure token twice. Create 2 more 4/1s. This is what, turn 7 or 8 and you've thrown 4 times? Chuchu Beans, this is turn 5. Anyway, I'm gonna attack with like a 15 power creature here. Like, whatever. It's stupid. This is gonna look crazy, but I think this is correct. Some are calling it Thran Dynamo. Boop. Add token treasure. Add token 4/1. Dink. Thrown to the dead 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 0 creatures. Keep in mind, this deck used to have less creatures in it. Yeah, that's a whiff. Yeah, that does happen. Okay, so we need to make that not happen. I hate Steel Enchantment, Choo Bins. I hate it so bad. You can cut it, thank God. Oh. I feel so much free. More free. Thought Vessel.
All right. Now let's get lands or more creatures in here. Is Colon Outlaw. Caladius Assassin could be pretty good, yeah. Set 40k. Yeah, it's probably not worth running the bounce line for like literally no reason other than the fact that it's okay. Just because of that anti-synergy. Why does it cost 6? Gross, because the card's fucking stupid, huh? This card's incredible. Flash, kill a creature, it becomes a copy. It's right away evil twin. Oh, why does it cost 6? It's gross. It's just gross, period. I see. I think, like, we don't need more assassins. Like, the only assassin we need is Ramses. Yeah, we can look at assassins, but I don't know. I kind of just want to add Virtus. I think this is good to go. Thank you for getting a deck review, Choo Choo Beans. I think this deck's ready. Do we have Fidgety? Dude, we have fucking Hearth-Hole, fucking Jund Shorakai. Fidgety? It doesn't seem like we have... Oh, Fidget. There you go. Haha. Waiting until I say I don't think we have to make themselves known. Combo burn that spends any early turns accruing lands and getting Hearth-Hole online while maintaining enough interaction to stay in the game. I've been experimenting with builds for a few weeks, and I'm mostly looking for feedback as I finalize things. I've been trying to keep individual cards under $25, although I've made exceptions for Traveling Chocobo, Amulet of Vigor, and Tiller Engine, along with Demonic Tutor, which I've already owned. You really desperately need to be running Scape Shift in this deck, and that card's $40. Otherwise, I'm open to most things. I'm concerned I don't have enough creatures to keep Hearth-Hole Station reliably, and that I lack ways to protect it, though that may be more a Jund issue in general. I definitely want to preserve the ability to get enormous damage in a single turn. So is it wrong to say that I don't like a lot of the pingers you have already? Like, I don't really like Retreat to Hagra. This is redundant. Your commander does this. Tanuk does it better. Valakut Exploration does it better. Tunneling Geopede even kind of does it better in my mind, because you can station Hearth-Hole with this.
And I'm not a big fan of Springbloom Druid. I really don't like these Harrow kind of effects at all, really. So I'm really off the Harrows. You want to be ramping as hard and as fast as possible, and then sack everything to a Dark Heart of the Wood, or sack everything to a Zurin Orb. Like, to me, the bread and butter of this kind of deck, like, why are we running Scouring Swarm? If we're sacrificing a fuckload of lands, the payoff shouldn't be, oh, I made a board of 1/1s. It should be you die, right? I find Soul of Ringgrace a little too slow. All right. Nahiri's lithoforming. Sack X lands. For each land you sack this way, you draw a card. You may play X additional lands this turn. Yeah, I'm going to go off Knight's Whisper and Sign in Blood. And we're going to go up a Tireless Tracker. And no Tireless Provisioner is insane. Are we allergic to Lotus Cobras? Sylvan Library is a little middling in my mind here. Isn't Library really good? Library is really fine. Bulls the Citadel with 41 lands is hilarious, but if we add more exploration effects, which I think we should be doing, it becomes a lot better. Valley Gate Recovery. I really want a natural order for Famished Worldsire in this deck. Like, so bad. I do like Azusa, yeah. Good old Azusa single but looking. Ice Till Explorer, I'm normally like pretty low on, but the fact that we do have the Bulls of Citadel makes it a lot more interesting. Yeah, it taps to sack 10 non-land permanents, though. Ramanop, I hate Ramanop. Do not put Ramanop in this deck. You need an Aftermath Analyst, which was already in the deck. Very good. Shifting Woodland's already in the deck. So you have an infinite combo there. Because you go Aftermath Analyst, bring back all your lands. They're all untap because of Amulet of Vigor. You tap all your lands, and then you Shifting Woodland turn into a copy of Aftermath Analyst. And then you sack all your lands, and then you sack the Shifting Woodland, and you bring back everything. What's wrong with Ramanop? It is too fucking slow. Okay, so I'm going to paint you guys a picture, chat. We can either be slowly pinging everyone, where we go, oh, I sack one of my lands, and then I replay it from my graveyard. Or we can go, I sack all of my lands, and then I Will of the Sultai shit them all back into play, and then I sack them all again. I've dealt 40 damage to you. This is the difference between a slow, fair Ramanop game plan and what the deck wants to do, which is fireball each opponent using the lands. So, no, I'm really off Ramanop Excavator. It's really not a good card in this kind of combo shell deck. You want it in slow, value-based decks that want to recur a Glacial Chasm over time, or to Dark Depths multiple times. And even then, Dark Depthsing multiple times, typically you just need to do it twice, and it's done.
I do like 6. 6 is a very good suggestion. Yeah, but we're not recurring strip mine is a funny idea, especially when you use it on your own cards. Because you can blow up people that way. But if this deck is high octane like combo tutor murder, do we have reliable stationers? I don't know. We have creatures in the deck. All right, I'm not going to be around the bush. You should be running exploration. You need to just put in your deck, bite the bullet. This is a $24 card. As in, it is worth that much money. Please, hands and knees begging you, just buy the exploration. Please, 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 please. Wait, is it Merit Lage legendary when it get legend rolled if you do it multiple times? Chatter. I don't mean make multiple Merit Lages into an existing Merit Lage. I mean when your Merit Lage gets answered, you do it again. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Mr. Meowski. I am not trying to rage bait you, I promise. How are we bringing all the lands back? Well, we have Splendid Reclamation, Aftermath Analyst, Will of the Sultai. All right, here. I'll put one Ramanop in chat and hope it comes up during a game so I can just illustrate. The one thing that Ramanop does hilariously in this deck is combo with Nahiri's Lithoforming. Ramunop. Let's look at Manicism. It's okay. I think I'd prefer a Pitiless Plundering. Okay, here we go. I don't know if I agree with the Obnixilis, by the way. Tap. Surveil 1. Graveyard. Yavimaya, Tireless Provisioner. Dink. Treasure. I do not like Dryad Arbor. Chat, can you please explain to me in great detail why you like Dryad Arbor? And, like, listen, it's good in other formats where you get 4 Green Sun Zeniths and turns into Mana Dorks, but tell me why you like Dryad Arbor in this deck. I want a thesis here. Okay. I think I want Ice Still. Oh, we get an additional land drop. Azusa, single but looking. We're going to run out of fetchables. Red, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sacrifice 5 lands. Let's get the forests. And then green, black, red, green, black. Okay. 5. We draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we get to play 5 additional lands this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 5 treasure tokens. Then we mill 5 cards. Heroic Intervention. All right, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obnixilis the Fallen. Welcome to hell. How much damage is this, chat? It's a lot. Well, land for turn. Actually, wait. Sack this. Well, sack the right one. Hang on. Bulls to Citadel in the yard. All right. Well, we got one trigger off Obnixilis so far. Sabotender. Yeah. By the way, we've not touched the commander. This is just not even relevant. we just don't even care. Like, yes, we're probably going to play the... Like, do we ever crew Hearth-Hole? Yes, this is turn 5. We play Hearth-Hole and crew it instantly and then kill the whole table. And then we, like, Planetary Annihilation and deal 6 to each creature. Hearth-Hole survives that. We sack down. Like, we're winning on, like, turn 6. Braids is slow. I don't like Braids in this deck. What? Did you see what we just did? Tell me how Braids fits into that game plan. We drew 2 extra cards off Braids during that game. Like, become a little real. I feel like Beseech the Queen is worse than, like, Sylvan Scry. I want to put a Sylvan Scry because imagine that game if we had a Shifting Woodland on the Bulls to Citadel in our graveyard. How much harder we get to go. So I see cut the ramen up. Let's look at Last Laugh. Ah, it's symmetrical, which is a little dangerous because we are paying life into our fetch lands. Here we go. I'll drop this in chat. This is ready. It's just lands. Just go crazy. It's just so set. Do we have Reaper Fan? We have Vihan, Gold Wanker. Or do we have Coddle? No, yes. So the deck review slots you can buy right now are for next week, Mr. Maske. Okay. So we don't have Coddle and we don't have... Well, we'll save this one for last. We'll do Coddles first. Coddle says, and I quote, I will try to be present at the stream, but might not be here. If I am not there, feel free to continue without me. Okay, let's do it. This is a Rakdos Gate Voltron deck. The goal is to target Francisco with Basilisk Gate, which is the best gate objectively. This is the best gate win con in like, period. When I have 7 gates a day and attack for 21 commander damage. Yeah, with the Jessica buff. Okay. Restrictions. Don't cut Fire Devils. Cutting Francisco is fine, but stay in Rakdos colors. I like to be bracket 2 deck. My playgroup is fine with Demonic Tutor in this deck. Please don't tell me to add basics. I don't have more matching basics. Okay. I'm not going to cut Francisco. I think Francisco's cool for this deck. Okay. I do not like the goad package. Yeah, no one's going to do it, Helios, because I'm right. Anyway, let's cut these. I do not like Fire Diamond. And I do not like Charcoal Diamond. Especially when our commanders are 1 and 3 mana. I do like World Map. I do like anything that gets lands from our library into our hand. Urza's Cave is in here. Why are we running Solemn Simulacrum then? Why are we not running Scampering Surveyor? Enters. Search your library for a basic land card or cave card. Put on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. What cave do we get? We get Urza's Cave. Urza's Cave then gets Basilisk Gate. And then we go to town. We have Planar Nexus, but we don't have... We have Vesuva. We have Thespian Stage. Very good. I don't like how the Access Tunnel's looking. Although maybe you just like Access Tunnel Francisco. It's okay. Okay. I'm not into Gate Colossus. I'm fine with Geode Razor because it fits the lands theme, but I don't like Karazakar. Or Frenzy Goldspawn. Or Vengeful Ancestors. Honestly, I don't like Wildfire Devils. I don't like the package we have going on here. Goblin Smuggler, Goblin Matron. Yeah, what are we doing? I can dig the Engineer. He said don't cut the Devils, though. I didn't. They're right there. Yeah, I don't like the goad plan. I don't like the goad plan at all. We can do better than this. Fucking bedevil. Not a fan. Bolt Bend. How consistently is Francisco huge when it's not our turn? I don't like Guild Artisan. I don't like Tavern Brawler's fine. Although it doesn't trigger off Jessica. Ugh. I guess it's fine. It gives Francisco 1 power. I do like Echoing Deeps. That's a good suggestion. It's also just a cave that we can get off Urza's Cave. We can also get when we've already hit it. And then we also have the other cave as well, the Planar Nexus. I don't like Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Okay. So,
Exotic Orchard's fine. I think the mana base is okay now. I want to move on over a little bit more towards the card quality in the actual deck, because I really don't like a lot of these cards. Diabolic Tutor. Yuck. So, Rakdos lands. How do we want to do a more protective suite than Goad? Because I don't like the Goad. You can maybe do Brash Taunter. Hmm. What are some of the landfall creatures in black? Poo-Poo UFO blocks really well. Do we have the, yeah. We have Talon Gates. But we don't have, Horizon of Poggers. You can put a land from your hand on the battlefield tapped. Soul Shatter. Ooh, what's the name of the one? Mana value 3. O plus 1 plus 0. O haste. Oh, it's a day-night card. No. I really like this for Francisco because it's really funny to give him 1 power and then he gets to explore. And then if you play him later, you also get haste. But it's a day-night card. But it's so good to give Francisco 1 power. Do we already have Navigation Orb? We should. Yes, we do. All right, we're already running all the cool gate synergies here. Because there's not really a lot of good gate cards, are there? I don't like Rising of the Day. I like it being a creature, because creatures can block, and that's very valuable. Crackling Perimeter's fine in a multicolored gate deck that has more than 2 colors. Crackling Perimeter's a really hard sell in 2-color gates. I wonder. Cell Dinked is kind of fun with a Talon Gates of Madara. Soldier Forge and Frontier. What does Claim to Fame say? +2/+0 gains haste. So this is 3 mana return Francisco. Oh, I really don't like the Witch's Clinic. Stacks effects, maybe Silent Arbiter. Silent Arbiter isn't bad. No. No. I think I'd much prefer to see all Fate scroll. If we want to do different land names. Okay, it's already in. Silent Arbiter. I want to like Silent Arbiter so bad, but I just can't bring myself to. Search for a land card. I do like Cleansing Wildfire style of effects. Moonsilver Key gets a basic. I guess you just need to run more Artifact Tutors and then Artifact Tutor for the... Ugh, that's so nasty, though. There's a... I know, I already put that in. Andrew. We already had the Scampering Surveyor. I think the Sword of Fortune Frontier is just the best. Compass Gnome. Basic Lander Cave card, reveal it, put it on top. Oh, it's so bad. But it's like not the worst thing ever. I don't know. I kind of prefer Scampering Surveyor's ramp. Let's just do Saw in half. I'm fucking brainwashed, man. All right, let's get Dark Confidant back in. This would be such a good Glacial Chasm deck. It's PMOing me off. I got a Discord ping from the Discord mage, from the Trinket mage, the Discord mage. Okay. I like the Goblin Engineer. Let's get Imperial Recruiter. And that gets Poo Poo UFO. It gets Goblin Engineer. We need more ramp. We need a lot more ramp, chat. Oh god, how do we like ramp super hard in this deck? Transform Lance, I guess. Actually, unironically, I do like the Dowsing Dagger here. Yeah, gives +2/+1, put it on your flying commander. We can also do Dowsing Device. Okay, we're just gonna go more into artifacts. What's the name of this stupid Explorer Scope? Okay, wait, we're cooking. Kevin, thanks for getting a deck review for next week. Explorer Scope, chat. Explorer Scope. Landfall. Oh, Morog Fury of Akum. Sure, fuck it. It seems funny. I don't think I'm going for power anymore. I think we're just kind of going for funny. Dude, Morog plus Explorer Scope doesn't work, but imagine. Reckless Pirate Surfer, sure, sure. Hugh the Entwood. No. No, no, no. We can't sack a ton of lands because we're Gates land sack. Lantern of Insight's fine. I don't think it's the best, though. So with Morog, I do want to add Cleansing Wildfire and the 3-mana one, Sundering Eruption. I didn't want to add Obnixilis, but I do think Obnix is just like very good. Jesus, Ob. It's not reignited. Is it reignited? It's the Fallen. Oh, Francisco actually works super well with Explorer Scope. Because you attack, you clear the land, you also get another land. No, that sucks with Francisco, actually. No, whenever it attacks, then Francisco's on combat damage. So you know you're going to hit a land or not, I guess. I see. You'd prefer the land to go into play, though. Maybe you run the Grim Servant. You have the Saw in half. This also just, even bare minimum, it just gets Expedition map or World map.
Anti-causal vestige, I guess. It is 2-for-1 ramp. And it works funnily with Saw in half. There's no way. Brother. What's the name of the stupid little lizard? Okay, actually I do like Agent of the Shadow Thieves. Caddis. Caddis is who I'm thinking of. Actually, maybe it's Guild Artisan. I think I like Guild Artisan here. How many decks do we have left today? 2. Alright, let's go. Red. I'm surrounded by tap lands, all sides. Sundering Eruption. Dink, dink, dink. Zell dinked. Tap. Scry 1. Top, I suppose. Beginning of your end step, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Next turn. Plaza of Harmony. Gain 3. Anti-causal vestige. Scampering Surveyor, Urza's Cave. Land into play from hand. Extra land drop. Return Plaza of Harmony. Oh, this is when it leaves. We did that on the end step. Shh. Okay, it's turn 5. 1. Black. Francisco. 1. World map. One, two, three. Urza's Cave. Basilisk Gate. And we had to bounce the land back to our hand, and we just bounced the stupid fuck you gate. Plaza of Heroes. Or of Harmony, rather. Dink. Dink. So gate count 1, 2. I'm in hell. 2, 3. 4. Okay. 1, 2. Agent of the Shadow Thieves. 1, 2. Guild Artisan. Move to combat. Attack with Francisco. Francisco gets a +1/+1 counter. Death Touch indestructible. We make 2 treasure tokens. One, 2. Dink. It gets +4/+4. Dink, we get to explore. That goes to our hand. So Dink bounces Plaza of Heroes back to our hand. Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of the point. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly moving. I don't think there's anywhere to go with this list from now on. I think this is how you Rakdos Gates. Ravenfrost, thanks for the resub. Or for the first sub. Yeah, I mean, I've done what I could. Okay, Reaper fan. Do we have Reaper fan? Or are we doing this without you? Later in the stream would be nice, but I don't get home until around 4 p.m. But I'm okay with catching up with the VOD if it does happen. Reaper fan is here, finally. Hurrah. All right, so create treasure tokens and utilize effects that allow me to get more value out of said tokens, slightly but not fully aggro in its current form. My friends got me into MTG about 3 months ago, so I'm a relatively new player, but this is the first deck I've really sat down and wanted to hammer out beyond upgrading. No infant combos and nothing over the $15 to $20 range. I feel like the deck lacks consistency and clear direction. I often find myself in situations where I can make treasures, but have nothing to do with them, and vice versa, where I have plenty of ways to utilize treasures, but I'm struggling to actually make them. Card draw is also inconsistent. I often find myself with an empty hand relying on top decks, despite my efforts to put both a spread of consistent burst draw options, as well as scrying and surveilling lands. Just feel like generic mid-range A. I kind of let my paths winning. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this deck. Rakdos Treasures is one of the easiest decks to build. So, Ravenfrost, thanks for gifting a sub. So, Rain of Riches is fine. Life Insurance is fine. Smothering Tithe is great. Alchemist Talents is great. Smuggler's Share sucks. First, do not run this. I do not like relying on my opponents to make cards. Shared Animosity. They are construct assassins. Okay. That works. I do not like monologue tax. I do not like relying on my opponents to make my advantage. Treasure. Halvar, God of Battle. Or an equipment, which we can get the Reaver Cleaver with. I like that. That's cute. Descendant Avernus. Amazing. Caretaker's Talent. Amazing. Bastion of Remembrance. You're losing me. You mean I ain't her? Bitch. Black verse. I never seen her before. I don't like Collector's Vault. It's a little too expensive for me. I don't like Nettle Cyst. It's kind of just a big idiot. This is very good if you have a Goldspan Dragon. And you go, boom, and then you ding, and then you bah. You know what I mean? Seize the Spotlight is only good. Say it with me, chat. Seize the Spotlight is only good when you have sacrifice outlets. I would always swap Vindicate for an Anguished. Even then, like a generous gift. The instant speed nature of these cards is so good.
Brass's Bounty's only good when Goldspan Dragon's in play. Hit the Motherlode's also inconsistent. I like these two, though. Farewell I'm also a little low on, but it's fine. Okay. So. I don't like Visions of Ruin that much. It's fine. Don't get me wrong. So we have Mahadi. And I don't know if I like Mirkwood Bats. Marionette Master is just the best one. Okay. Spiteful Banditry, I agree, is very good. I think you get both. I think both are just good. Next. Kalane. Reclusive Painter. This card is fucked up. And evil. This card is, it doesn't read like it. But when you go crack 5 treasures, play Goldspan Dragon, get a treasure back. How is it fucked up? Doesn't it give +1/+1 counters? Mr. Meowski. You get counters equal to the amount of mana spent from treasures. For each treasure. It's not 1/1/1 counter when you use treasure. It's you get that many. Goldspan Dragon. Equip the Reaver Cleaver. Fucking, it's an 8/8. Or a 9/9 even. Yeah, with the Marionette Master, it's just broken. It makes Marionette Master 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 power, 10. 10 power. So each treasure is 10 power of life loss. I do not like Undercity Scrounger. I'd much prefer that to be a Gadrick Crown Scourge. It's just like Mahadi. Let's look at Depth Shaker Titan. Oh, is this the one that makes them all into 3/3s? Yes. Each artifact creature you control has melee, trample, and haste. Yeah, that seems fucking awesome, actually. Reign of Riches is slow, but I think it's fine because it immediately rebates you 2 treasures. So I'm actually a lot more partial to this card. So I literally think you just need Night's Whisper. Like, I don't think this is rocket science. I think this is just like a... Let's run the Night's Whisper. Let's run the Braids. Let's run the... Like, let's get the game objects going. Ooh, I do like Imscare. Yeah, that's a good one. Monumental Corruption. I have hiccups. No. Target player draws X and loses X, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Sign in Blood. Okay. Let's give this a go. 36 lands is actually very low. Hang on. Yeah, Restoration Magic can go. It's a little too expensive. I mean to cast, by the way. I kind of don't like the monolith of 3 drops we have going on. I don't like Rowan's Grim Search here.
Rowan's Grim Search, when you sack a treasure, just gives you a deeper dig. It doesn't give you extra cards. Oh, Professional Facebreaker needs to be in. Ugh. But it's another 3-drop. I hate 3-drops. I don't know if I like Knuckles in this deck. When does he make treasure? Ugh. 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 Rah. I hate this. There's too many cards that just say treasures. That just tells me you need to run Earth. You'd never put Unearth in this deck. You always put Chthonian Nightmare over the first Unearth. Okay, we're just going to play test really quick. You. Okay, discard. Olivia. Dude, your fixing is this mana base needs to change now. We can't be doing this. You are a 3-color deck. Let's get some realism in the chat. Ugh. Sorry, that one gave me some pause. You can't 36 land that one. Inventor's Fair is the only colorless land I'll let you keep. Hidden Grotto. Okay, let's get the Caretaker's talent. Ancient Copper Dragon. We have a budget. We can't add every broken, expensive card that we want. Let's get fast lands in here. All in me of hospitals. All in me of hospitals. All right. And here's our colorless fucking us, by the way. Lol. Yeah, no, we're getting way too greedy. If no budget, then you'd also run Ragavan. I never said there was no budget. There is no budget. There is a budget. That's what I meant to say. If I said there was no budget, that was me misspeaking. There is a budget. Okay. So let's get Ash Barons in. Cut Minas Tirith. Because white is our least important color. I'm going to cut Farewell because it's literally double white. It's so hard to do that in this deck, it feels like. Damn near impossible. Sticky Fingers is totally fine here. It's not offensive, but it's not like having me drooling. It's totally okay. Oh, Mount Doom, sure. Bonehorde Dracosaur, once again, just totally fine. I love magic. Treasure, 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 treasure. Oops, that food should be a treasure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, this is right. Okay. Ding. Vigilance and haste. This card literally spoon feeds you. Holy shit. Life insurance. Okay, well, that seems to be performing pretty well. I think this issue is mostly the mana. Like, treasures, once you just get the right combo of cards, and once you're able to play your cards at all, become really simple to win with. Do we happen to have Late Night here? Because Late Night does have a makeup. All right. It does not seem like we have Late Night here. So here's what I'm going to do, everyone. I recommend everyone join the Discord. You get notified of when I go live if you're not in there already. Get your deck review for next week via the coffee. Those tend to sell it pretty quickly, so make sure you get it today if you want one next week. And let's end the stream for YouTube and go ahead and hop on over to Twitch and find someone to raid. So thank you, YouTube, but I will be killing you now. Bye. That's me killing you.